Okay, apparently my phone doesn't have a lot of space, even though there's like nothing on it. But, so this is going to be a series of videos then. I was saying that we use mantras to manifest our reality. We want to manifest a positive reality. So when we're using mantras, we're often using positive mantras. Nobody sits and does a negative mantra meditation over and over and over again. Why would you do that? Nobody wants to do that. You would not sit there and call yourself ugly over and over and over again. So if you're using mantras to create yourself and a reality that is more alive and full and loving and vibrant, you may struggle with body images or self-esteem images. And so you may have a time where you're doing a set of mantras to persuade your heart of the truth of who you are, which is valuable, which is worthwhile, which is perfect. So you may say, I love my body. I am beautiful. I am just as I'm supposed to be. You may find that you're not believing this. You don't feel anything happening in your heart. You don't feel a physical sensation occurring with this. That's an indicator that it's not a belief in your heart yet, which is what you're trying to do. Mantras is an energy work muscle exercise, and like any exercise, you need to flex your muscles. This is actually something that you have to practice and develop. You're not going to just one day say, I really want to manifest my reality and I really want to like myself, so I'm going to tell myself that I like myself. Because you know what? You have a long history of telling yourself the complete opposite, a long history of disliking yourself, a long history of a wired pattern that clicks into place. So even from your head space, if you recognize the wired pattern, if you go back and you find the original source, maybe the first experience, the trauma that happened, that you created this pattern, it is still going to take time to rewire your whole being, not just your mind. This is all about aligning the mind and the heart and the body. And when these three are in line, you are open and aligned with your higher self, which is aligned to God. When you are aligned with God, you recognize, of course, that God is within you. He is the source of the power and potential that you are. This is it's a wonderful place to be in. This is what everybody really wants to be in. This is the place of manifesting. This is the place of enjoyment and life potential. So I've already spoken about the whole purpose of mantras is to persuade your heart and change the beliefs that are here. And this is how you manifest your reality. Understanding that this is from a place of being an imitator of Christ, an imitator of God. Our identity is in Christ and who God says that we are. Now, the ego is the one in which you're often fighting. You don't want to try to kill your ego. Yeah, don't kill your ego if that's your spirit guide or your friend. The ego wants to keep its opinions and its control because it's afraid of its own demise. But you're not trying to kill the ego. What the ego wants is perfectly fine. You want to encourage the ego to understand that it does not have to be the captain of your ship. It does not have to be your boatswain. It does not have to be your crewman. You know, he doesn't need to fulfill every single role on the ship, okay? He needs to allow other elements of your identity to assist, and that is when things flow easier. So when we have these thoughts and these feelings and these responses, they make us feel that we don't know. And we might steer off course. When we were very aligned and we could hear God speaking to us clearly, we understood our identity in Christ very clearly and the direction that we're going in, yet from our perspective and from things that occur, it may seem, wait a second, do I know what direction I'm going in? And it's going to try to pull you off course. And this is why coming back to a stillness before necessarily acting and getting your beliefs right in your heart is going to be a great tool for vision and direction in your life. So the foundation of self comes from that manifesting firm beliefs of the heart. Mantras are a powerful tool in using to persuade your heart in its beliefs. Words have power. So telling something it's going to be this way, particularly if you're going to say, I'm ugly, you're telling yourself to be ugly. That's what you've just done. If you are eating something and you tell the food, you're not good for me, guess what? It's not going to be good for you. So that's the reality that you're creating. You've manifested that reality. So what is scriptural is that we have creative power, that we are imitators of God. God is a creator. The Bible speaks to us that he literally spoke and things came into being. This is the basic foundation of mantra and manifesting your reality, is stepping into that power. That is scriptural. What isn't scriptural is that we don't have choices, that everything that happens is within God's will. That's not true. They don't just happen. We are free will beings. We have the choice to make conscious decisions and guide ourselves consciously. So I spoke about body, mind, and heart alignment working together with the higher self and connection with God. What isn't scriptural also is the enemy. The enemy, yes, he is spoken of as prowling around like a lion. He is around, but he's not the one doing it either. So the enemy can tell you lies, but it's up to you to take that lie as truth, attach to it as your self-identity, and then direct yourself on the path by it. So if you have a thought that you are not worthwhile, that you have no purpose and no value, this is a lie. If you attach to that thought, you have chosen to manifest that reality. It's not God doing it to you. It's not the enemy doing it to you. It is you doing it to yourself. You are a creator. You are manifesting your reality. To me, this is extremely empowering because we have the choice. We have the choice to create ourselves by being disciplined, by wanting it, by giving it attention with our energy. So I wrote down, have you ever heard we are our own worst enemy or our greatest friend? Okay. So manifestation and mantras take practice. They need to be flexed like any muscle. This is a persuasion of the heart. Manifesting your reality is all about the foundational beliefs in your heart, the consciousness of words and their power, and vision and focus. You cannot manifest a reality that you have not envisioned first. And I read David Wolf's Sun Food Diet, in which he said that we are always working towards a goal. So if you do not have a goal that it is that you are personally working towards that is yours, you actually end up working towards somebody else's goal, or no goal at all, which is a waste of energy and stagnation with manifesting. We are a creative being. We are fully creative energy. In fact, It is within us to always want to be manifesting and creating. We are always new every day. Every day we wake up, we're new from who we were yesterday. All of our experiences, everything that we went through the day before, creates a new self the next day. So you want to have vision and goals to move in the direction that you would like. You're setting your course. We set the course of our life with our words. Wanting to be happy, wanting to manifest your dreams and realities is at its core the desire to be a whole and complete individual who feels fulfilled, who feels purposeful, who feels sustained, who feels alive and joyful within themselves without any external needs. Because you are being who you are always meant to be, which is your authentic self. That is the core of these desires. So, with that being said, if your reality is contingent on external things, you will not be able to manifest this. If you want to manifest stability and wealth, well, first off, you have to define what those actually mean for you. That is the water tank that is in my room, so it's gonna go for a while. I want to finish this thought, but I'm gonna pause on this video because of the water tank being annoying. If you're trying to manifest reality in which you say, I want to have this specific job with this specific pay, you are making your reality contingent, and you're going to say that's going to make you happy, that's going to give you stability and wealth. You're making your reality contingent on this very specific external thing. It is not the job. It is not the income that you get paid that is going to actually create deep, lasting wealth and stability. So, another perfect example is, I will only be happy if I get this job, if I have this partner, if I live in this house, if I live in this region of the world, if I have this material item. These are external things that you've placed your reality on. It's going to make manifesting your reality much more difficult. I'm going to pause here.